Why should you retouch your photos? This is Lightroom for Complete Beginners, a series of classes where you will learn how to professionally edit your photos in Lightroom 2024 to start making money with portraits or charge more for your service. If you are new here, I am Silvia, specialist in the magazine style of maternity photography. My goal is to help you improve your retouching skills for you to make more money with photos. Now, let's get into the video. Before we even start working with Lightroom, I want us to talk about something that's very important and will cause a huge impact in your photography business. Whether you are starting to learn photography or starting your own business, one of the questions that I've seen a lot among photographers, especially beginners, is why should you be retouching your photos, or even why not release unretouched images to clients? So let's talk about the importance of retouching an image. One thing that you need to know is about human psychology and how our brain processes, actually the whole nature. Everything that's prettier is automatically more attractive. When you go to buy apples at the supermarket, for example, and you see one that's really red and it's beautiful, and then you see another one that's more yellowish green and it has some bruises, which one would you pick? Without even thinking, you would pick the red one. And you don't even have time to think. Your brain already made the selection for you. And why is that? Because the red one looks better. It will probably taste better. It's probably healthier for you. Nature already has a really good, smart way to kind of guide us to choose the better things. Now, when we are thinking about big companies like Apple, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, whatever company you can think of, all of them invest a lot of money studying how the brain works, what is more attractive, how to make more sales. They invest a lot of money in marketing, creating the best piece of content to profit more and more. When you watch a commercial of McDonald's burger, for example, the burger is perfectly created to make you desire the product. But then when you actually buy the burger, it doesn't quite look like it is in the commercials or in the photo ads. However, the way that they present that burger is way more appealing and desirable, and it makes people to go to the store and buy them. Apple does the same things with the products, with iPhone, MacBooks, Coca-Cola as well. They do the same thing. So why not use the same idea and strategy when you're talking about your own photos? Another thing that you need to understand is that if you want to become a professional photographer who lives from photography, the retouching process is essential for you and your business. First, you need to see yourself as a business and not only as a photographer. When you do think as a business, you're not only thinking about you and what you like, but also what your clients want and what it sells. You have a way bigger market of people that would buy retouched photos than unretouched photos. Now, if you want to sell unretouched photos, it might be harder to find clients. But if you compensate with other things and have a very unique and beautiful photography identity, you might be very successful. It might be just harder though to get the clients, to find them. But anything's possible. The benefits of you retouching your photos are they become more visually appealing, which will make it easier to sell your services. So I have this photo here that I have done for our client, and this is the unretouched version of the photo. Actually, it does have some lighting correction and color correction, but beyond that, there's nothing as color grading, as skin retouch, there's nothing here. So which one do you think that my client, for example, was happier with, this one or with this one? Your photos will stand out way more from the competition, from photographers that don't retouch their photos, for example, because they don't want to learn a new skills. They are scared of understanding how Photoshop works or Lightroom because they think that it's too complicated. Another benefit is that clients will not be able to reproduce your photos. Since now everybody has a camera in their hand, whether it is from their phone, They think that they can take their photos on their own, or why should they be spending money if they can take the photos by themselves? And the quality of the camera on their phones are getting better and better. The clients many times don't really understand that different, and for them it's good enough. However, when you have a retouch photo like my example here, they don't know how to do that, so it's gonna be really hard for them to recreate this photo. It is very different if they would try to do that in their phone, and they will be able to see it very, very well. If they want your photo, they will need to hire you. Another thing, it is easier to sell your work and charge more when you have a unique photography style or identity. And one of the steps of creating this identity is by retouching your photo. Also, when you retouch your photos, remove small imperfections like blemishes, zits, or even doing bigger changes as tweaking the contour of their body. You can make clients feel more comfortable because they will know you will take care of things they probably don't like in themselves and they don't want to see it. This is exactly, for example, this is exactly my case with this client here. She likes this magazine style of photography. That's why she chose me to do her photos. One thing that I don't want you to get confused is even if you have a more natural style of photography showing their real body, doesn't mean you won't retouch your photos. We have light correction, color correction, lighting effects, color grading, removing unwanted things around your photo, adding grain, adding sharpness to the photo. There are many things that you can do that you don't need to necessarily retouch their bodies. But just because it is natural, it doesn't mean that it's unretouched photo. My style of photos is a very retouched photos where I want my clients to feel like a model, like they were on the cover of a magazine. So it is an extreme retouching process that I do. You definitely don't need to get to that point if that's not your style. You can go with something more natural for sure. But knowing all the possibilities and how you can use all the tools available for you, and then actually deciding what you want or not do in your retouching process will be very important and helpful for you and your business. And now, why shouldn't you give your clients unretouched photos? It's very simple actually. Let's go back to the McDonald's again. Imagine that you go to the restaurant and you ask them for a burger and they only give you the bun. Or for example, they give you the burger, but the meat is still frozen. Of course, that would never happen, right? At least not on purpose, because this is not their product. It's not what you have purchased. So when you're working with clients and you give your clients unretouched photos, this is exactly what you're doing. It's like if you're only giving the bun to the client. This is not your final work and it does not represent your brand. Again, you need to remember that you are a business, that you have a brand. We have seen here how much of a difference a retouching can do to your photo. So you definitely do not want your clients showing other people the photos that are not finished, that are not ready, because this is gonna be a bad marketing for you and your brand. So imagine my client here that had this photo, was not edited photo, but she likes the photo, and now she's showing everybody this photo saying that I took the photo. This is not really good because the final photo has a huge difference and a huge impact. That is why you only want to give to your clients the finished work. I just want to say that everything that I talked in this video is what I truly believe in, everything that I've been studying and doing for years. Of course, you can have your own opinions about everything that I said about retouching your photos. This is more to open your mind to the retouching world. If you're starting to learn how to retouch your photos, Lightroom is the best program for you to start. This is why I have created this course, Lightroom for completely beginners. I hope this video helped you to understand better the benefits of retouching your photos so you can start understanding and viewing yourself more as a business, as a brand, and why not to give your clients unretouched photos. Click the like button if this video was helpful for you, and stay tuned for the next lessons of this course, because by the end of it, you have photos that stand out more and this is good if you're trying to attract more clients and make more money. Also, subscribe to my channel if you're already not yet, and new videos come out every week. For now, this is everything. I will see you in the next lesson.